All right, Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashmi Shai, Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. I have another edition of GMS News and Prophecy, and this is from TheVerge.com. This headline, Best Buy is closing all 250 of its mobile stores in the U.S. It says the company will still sell mobile phones in its bigger stores and online. All right, so another article, dealing with another shutdown of these different stores here in America, which just goes to show you that this place is ultimately shutting down or going out of business. Now, of course, this is a prophecy of the scriptures. As far as going into the doors shall be closed in the streets, because there's not going to be any work out here. On top of that, a number of different grocery stores like Walmart and other major department stores, or places like Costco, things like that, they're going out of business as well. All right, so it's all across the board. All right, so I'm gonna get into the article that says Best Buy has announced it would shut all 250 of its small mobile stores across the U.S. by May 31st. All right, so in a little about the next maybe 2.5 months. All right, 3 months. So it says the stores reportedly contributed only a little over 1% to the company's overall revenue. The closures won't affect Best Buy's mobile stores in Canada, and the company will continue to sell mobile phones both online and in its big box stores. Best Buy began opening the dedicated mobile phone outlets about 10 years ago, before the first iPhone was released. The mobile stores are tiny, averaging 1,400 square feet, compared to full-size stores, which average 40,000 square feet. All right. Best Buy's mobile shops are also competing with wireless carriers who have their own high street stores, as well as Apple and online retailers like Amazon. All right. So, they're doing away with, what's costing the business. Because it costs a lot of money to run these different stores. So to cut costs, they're shutting down. And that's just not going to be with these stores here. It's going to be on different stores. You have a lot of these neighborhood grocery Walmart stores that are not as big as the major Walmart stores, but you have these different grocery Walmart stores that are convenient for a smaller area around here in America, and they get shut down. It was one close to me that got shut down not too long ago in January. So these more costly stores are getting shut down across America, which means what? Which means less jobs. Okay. So it says the cost of operations in our mobile standalone stores is higher than in our big box stores, right? And that's a quote. So it says in an internal memo seen by Reuters, Chief Executive Hubert Joly told employees that margins at the stores had compressed and that the cost of operations in our mobile standalone stores is higher than in our big box stores. About 85% of Best Buy's mobile shops are located within 3 miles of big box stores, the memo noted. Right? Best Buy will reportedly help redeploy employees to other parts of the company over the next 3 months, but did not say how many will be affected. All right, so you can see it could be hundreds of people getting laid off, and they can't find them anywhere. Then hey, you just gotta find you another place to work, But this is going to lead to the whole of America getting shut down, like I said. Okay. It says those who leave after May 31st will receive severance packages, and Best Buy will help them with external job searches. This isn't the first time a shift in the retail market has sparked a change in Best Buy's strategy. Last month, the company announced it would stop selling CDs in stores as digital music revenue continues to grow. Yeah, so basically, like there's a shift in how things are moving, no more CDs is more digital. Well, hey, no more cash is going to lead to the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. You know, so a lot of things are changing here in America, man. All right. Now that's one article, and that's just dealing with America, but other places all over the world are shutting down. Okay. So I have one more article. This is from the Independent. Okay. So it says fresh food shortage while motorists face wait on fuel. So now we're getting into the actual famine of food. Okay. It says fresh food stocks are unlikely to make it to Irish supermarkets until the weekend at the earliest, with delivery drivers not taking to the road until the red weather alert is downgraded. So this is basically dealing over there with Europe. Now, they've been having this storm like the past couple weeks, known as the Beast from the East, that's basically been blanketing Europe with snow and heavy rainfall, and a lot of flights and things like that are being affected. But apparently now even the stock of food is being affected as well. Okay. So it says the country's largest supermarkets are hopeful of reopening their doors late this afternoon or in the early evening. Now this is from March the 2nd. All right. So about 4 or 5 days ago, this article came out. So it says, however, this depends on the red alert being lifted. A spokeswoman for Tesco Ireland said contingency plans earlier this week mean they will have enough stock to cater for customers until they reopen. Our drivers don't make deliveries during red weather alerts, and so the earliest we expect to restart stock deliveries is Friday afternoon, weather permitting, she said. All right. So this was over this past weekend. Okay. It says we are confident that we will have good stock levels where we reopen in the 24 hours immediately after we aim to make multiple deliveries to stores as we get back up and running as quickly as possible, she added. An Aldi spokesperson said they had received deliveries of fresh products on Thursday morning. However, its stores closed at 1 p.m. yesterday. So this was last Wednesday. So let's see. I don't see if there's an update, but the point is this: is that there's that as things continue to basically go downhill, and here in America and around the world, the lifestyle of your people is going to be affected, man. Okay. Now, as more storms and things hit across the U.S. here, like they got this nor'easter that hit last weekend, and there's expected to be another nor'easter to hit sometime this week. That's also going to affect food, and then with these different stores shutting down, that's going to affect people getting checks and jobs and things like that. So the whole world is being affected, but it's all the judgment of the Lord. Okay, so now let's go into the scriptures. Okay, I guess matter of fact, let's see if I can. Well, I just started one. This is Isaiah 19:1. It says, the burden of Egypt, which is America. It says, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And this is speaking about Yahweh Shai, in the power, coming in the power of his father Yahweh, coming to basically destroy the society. All right. Now I'm gonna jump down to verse 3 where it says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof." So the spirit of this place here in America is gonna fail. You know, these people are gonna be without food, without jobs. It's gonna be more storms, more pestilences to come out here. All right. So this is Yahweh Bashmi Shah doing this. It says, "And I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards." All right, so they're gonna try to. So these people out here are going to try to seek from these government officials and the the elite, basically, that actually does delve in witchcrafts. They're going to seek for them to have a solution, and they're not going to have a solution besides giving you this chip, and starting the new world order. But even that's going to fail. Okay, now the main point that I wanted to bring out in this was let's see. Well, here in verse 8 it says, the fishers also shall mourn, and all they that cast angle into the brook shall lament, and they that spread nets upon the waters shall languish. Moreover, they that work in fine flax, and they that weave network shall be confounded, and they shall be broken in the purposes thereof, all that make sluices and ponds for fish. So the fishing industry is going to be affected. Other businesses, these imports and exports, these truck drivers that send things back and forth, they're going to be affected. I just read an article where it was happening over there in Europe last week because of the storms. Well, it's going to happen over here in America as well. All right. All right, and here's a point, verse 15. It says, "Neither shall there be any work for Egypt," all right, which is America, "which the head or tail, branch or rush may do." So there's not going to be any work out here soon. So with Best Buy shutting down these stores here and sending their employees somewhere else, these Walmart shutting down, okay, these other grocery chains shutting down, that's part of the prophecies of there not being any work for America, okay? Verse 16, it says, "In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and they shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it." So this is all the judgment of Yahweh Bashmi Avashai. All right, the Lord. He's the one doing this. Okay? So there's not going to be any work soon, man. Okay? There's not going to be any food. All right, fresh food, because these truckers will not be able to get to the stores, and these different department stores and outlet stores are closing down. All right, so America is on its way out of here. Oh, so I'm gonna get one more scripture. All right, let's go to the book of I believe it's Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. All right, all right. This is Ecclesiastes 12. And I'll start at 1. It says, now this is to the elect out there, all right, the brothers and sisters that are leaning upon this word. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not," all right, because we're not yet in the time of Jacob's trouble, but we know that it's coming. All right. It says, "Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." And ultimately, while we're still young and we still have an opportunity to push this truth, for the brothers out there, let's adhere to the words of the Lord, and let's get the work in, and let's push the gospel, because the times are coming when we won't be out here doing this work. So it says, "While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain," all right. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves." So now it's specifying the days that's coming. All right, because even the government, all right, the keepers of this house, the managers of this place, all right, they're going to be trembling at what the Lord is doing. Okay. It says, "And the strong men bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few," meaning low work, because when you get in your grind, as Jake says, you're working. It says, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, all right, because this place will be in total chaos. Stores will be shut down. All right, verse 4, it says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, out of business, or going out of business, or we've moved, things like that. It says, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Also, right, and we're seeing that now, because this music is horrible now. It says, and when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, these different terrorist attacks, race wars, martial law, okay? It says, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail. All right? And that's the Lord bringing down the spirit of this place. Because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Because it's people going to be mourning for what great place that America once was, and they're going to, be out here looting and rioting and protesting and things like that. So this prophecy here is a part of that. All right. So the word of the Lord is definitely coming to pass. The prophecies are coming to pass quickly and speedily. We're only in the third month in 2018, the year of prophecy. And there's more things to come. How about Yahweh Shai is executing his judgment in the earth as we speak. But with that, I'm gonna end it there. I hope I was edified. I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shai, Basham Rakah Kwadash, the ones to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Until the next GMS News and Prophecy, say Shalom.